Hello, hello everyone. Good morning. It is morning. It is indeed morning. Alright, we are gonna work on the little wing pockets. We're gonna see how it goes. I don't know how it's gonna go. We're gonna find out. So we're gonna start with the brown this time. So we're basically gonna use the brown to make this same thing. Actually, we're gonna cut this just because I can, so that I don't have half-started projects in different places. So yesterday we did this thing. So I believe we had 18, we did 18 chain stitches, and then going back down we did 17 uh, uh, other stitches. So we did 17, 17, 16, 16, 15, 15, and then 14. So that is the goal for today, is to do something similar to that, so we end up with this looking shape. And then we will attach this to our bird, and then we can attach the wing, and then we should have a wing pocket that we can tuck our little wing into so that it will stay folded to the side of the bird if we want to have it do that, which I think will be kind of cool. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, so we got to start with 18 of these. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Now we're going to go back down and grab 17 of these. Oh my goodness, that's so many. So many. I have no idea if the cats are going to go on the cat tree today. I mean, I never know if they're going to go on the cat tree any day, let's be honest. I'm working on getting them acclimated to Mellow. So I put up a gate and a little bit of like a see-through barrier so that they can see Mellow in his room and Mellow can see them. It's not the most structurally sound of barriers. So occasionally if I hear something, I might need to just pop up super quick and go make sure that he didn't actually get out of the room. Because I don't think Beans would be too thrilled if he actually had to face Mellow. And Mellow would probably freak out because he's Mellow. Yeah, so we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see. It'll probably take a few months before they are chill with each other, but that's okay. The process starts with day 1. And that is where I am currently at. Day 1. Dear, that was too many. There we go. Okay, so now we gotta do 17 again. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, come on, yarn. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm actually going to do the extra one closer to the bottom, because I noticed that for the first one we made, it was sort of increasing across the top. Like the top was getting taller and not the bottom staying the same length. So I want to try doing the extra 17th one, or like whatever it is, the extra one that I need to do, a little bit closer to the bottom and seeing if that will help. Actually, I don't really need to do it right there. We're gonna go here and then we'll go into this side one right there, maybe. Yarn, there we go. There we go. And 2, just like that. All right, now we gotta do 16. So we should be able to just go all the way down without doing any extra ones. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, hello, hello, fungi. We are definitely making wonky wings. I'm trying to make a little pocket so that we can fold the wing into the pocket so that the wing can either be extended out to like its full length, or you could fold it in as if like the wing is kind of just hanging at the bird's side. Yes, hello, hello. How is your day going? It's still early for me. It's only 9 a.m. But so far it's a good day. So far it's a good day. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. We had so many thunderstorms last night. It was kind of crazy. I don't know how I got any sleep, but somehow we made it through. All right, now I got to count. Let's see here. We got 1 left. And then, okay, let's count these. Make sure we got 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Why do I have 17? I should only have 16. Well, there we go. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Oh my goodness. Pretty sure they have like specific hooks that you use for Tunisian crochet, because you get so much yarn on your hook at the same time. It's kind of ridiculous. Kind of ridiculous. All right, 1, 2. I think I need to do 16 again. Yes, 16 again. Kind of chill, kind of working your endless project like coding. Ooh, fun. You do coding stuff? That's cool. Is it like for a game or like a website, or like what type of project is it? If you don't want to answer, that's also perfectly fine. You can just tell me to stop asking. That's perfectly fine if it's not ready to be told to the world yet. What are we doing? Okay, there's that. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh dear, come on, yarn. 12, 13. No, yarn, come back here. 13, 14, and 15. Oh, it's all just actually useful instead of just talk. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Yeah, we definitely need better models for it, because oh my goodness. It's a mess right now. It's a mess. I'm going to assume that I had 16, and we're just going to go with it. We're just going to go for it and hope it works. Oh no, that was 3. I mean, like, a lot of, like, the AI models, like, they're basically designed just to be consumed. Like, they're basically designed to just be a feedback loop. There's just no infrastructure behind it. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I'm curious. What do you mean by that? Like, I don't know a whole lot of like the behind the scenes with it, but yeah. What type of things need to go behind the scenes? Right, I think I need to go down to 15 for this one. It can't be inspected, can't do stuff on your PC, can't use real sensors. Okay. So like you want to try to give it access to certain things like that so that it can do stuff as well as just give outputs? Is that what you're trying to do? Because I mean, like, I know that like you could have it like make a Excel sheet of this thing, um, and like it'll make like its own little sheet thing, but then you have to export that, and like apply it into whatever the program is that you're using. Would you like try to get make it so that it could put it directly into that type of thing? Is that if I'm understanding? All right, what did I need? I need 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't need to count right now. I don't need to count. Why am I counting? And there are those 2. All right, so that was 15. So I need one more 15 and then a 14. All right, 1. Hello, Moon. How are you doing today? How are you doing? And how are the cats? Oh my goodness. I saw your pictures of Eclipse. He's so big. A little goofball. Oh my goodness. Oh, the sweet baby. It's kind of crazy that it's been like he's gonna be a year soon. It's a very wide topic. Basically, you can't trust it. Yeah, no, yeah, it absolutely does. No, it cannot keep track of simple math across like several lines. Like it does not understand a thing. It yeah. It's all sorts of a place. Puzzles. Yeah, I mean it is. It's definitely like a. It's interesting, but we definitely have to be very cautious with it because yeah, especially right now. Hopefully it'll get to a point where it's like, okay, this is more trustworthy. I don't think it'll ever get past the point where, especially if you're using it to like look up facts or something, I think you'll definitely want to go check those like the sources themselves, but in general, like if we can get it where it's okay with math, that would be great. Doing okay, Midna. No, no, Midna. It's a dental cleaning and x-rays that you're working on setting up. Oh no. Oh, the poor girl. Yeah, my rice cake and Mellow were just freed from the cone of shame they got neutered last week, so they finally were able to get those taken off today. Or yesterday. I took them off yesterday, and they're very pleased. Very pleased. Trying to get us to that point, so maybe. Hopefully. I wish you luck in your endeavors of uh fixing AI. It's very broken right now. Very, very broken right now. Oh my goodness. It's an interesting concept, but it's it's not ready. Not ready. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I need 14 for this row. I think so. And this row should be the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Eclipse is Eclipse, no explanation for that long boy. But it's pretty mad about it. Dirty your brothers. Aw. Right in last well. Testament. My goodness. Oh dear. Oh, the poor cat. She'll be okay. She'll be okay. She might not think she'll be okay, but she will be. Hopefully. On it for like 8 months or something like that. This is the free time is that. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's definitely a big project that you're trying to work on. Is it like for like a work project, or is it just like a thing that you're just trying to do for just like a interest type of thing that you have and you want to just figure it out or try to figure it out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Why do I have 13? I don't know why I have 13. I should have 14. There we go. She's not shy about letting people know how she feels. But to stay in awe. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Just being curious in a rabbit hole. That's fair. That's very fair. Sometimes it is nice to find little rabbit holes that you go down and you try to explore stuff and see where it leads. See where it leads. Okay, so that should be about the extent of our little pocket. Now I just need to attach this to the bird. Let's see here. Okay, so now I gotta figure out where to attach this. So I think something like that should be good. Okay, let's do... Okay, let's get the yarn to be on this side. And then... we're just gonna do... I think we're just gonna do slip stitches to attach this because... Yee. Tried nail binding. Hope we get some needles to try in a few months. Is that... What is nail binding? Is that like where you take the needles and like, or the nails and you put them in the wood and then like you like wrap string around them? Or is that a different thing? What is nail binding? It sounds super cool. Traditional form of weaving with one needle. Oh. Oh, interesting. That sounds super cool. That sounds super cool. Whenever you do end up doing it, definitely show some pictures because, oh my goodness, that sounds super cool. All right, where are we at? We gotta go here. I'm grabbing some fluff. Okay, now we gotta go down. So we're gonna go into these little stitches here. Knitting and crochet replaced it, but is common for recreating textiles. Okay, interesting. That's super cool. So like it's still used in like is it still used for like making like stuff today, or is it kind of more of just like a words? Oh, I'm hitting my light bulb. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's gone. Words have escaped my brain. That's fine. Some people do still use it and keep the art alive. Okay, that's cool. It's using one needle instead of two. Okay, gotcha. That's super cool. How does one use one needle? I mean, it almost sounds like it's a cross between like knitting and crochet, because like crochet, you're only using one hook, but with knitting, you're using two needles. So it almost sounds like it would be a cross between like knitting and crochet, where you're using a needle, but you do it like crochet of some type. But if it's weaving, it's like weaving, but crochet, but knitting. That sounds super cool. I might have to look that up at some point and see what it's about. Oldest piece found using nail binding dates back to 6500 BC. Oh wow. That's super cool. What material is it made out of? Because my goodness, to have any sort of fabric from way back then, that's a feat in of itself. I would not expect some type of like fabric to survive that long. I mean, I guess it would depend. Like if it was like an heirloom or something that was like passed down. I mean, even those though can break apart as it's being passed down, so like it's never a guarantee that things can be passed down. But yeah, that sounds cool. Whoop, that's not what I needed. I needed to go into here. Okay, come on, yarn. Work with me. Work with me. Here we go. Here. And we'll go. Oh, wait, we'll go right here, I think. Yeah, right there. That'll work. And there. Okay, 1 and 2. Don't know a lot about it yet, but uses a single eye needle. Interesting. Yeah, that sounds super cool. That sounds really cool. All right, so we have our little wing pocket on there. Now, if I were to take, let's see here, are you the good wing? I think you are the good wing. So if I were to attach my wing here, it could kind of be out and about and just kind of floating around. Or I could tuck it under. Love learning older crafts to keep them alive. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's even just like that's how innovation kind of works. Is like you see what we already did, and then you figure out a way to do it differently. and then you can, yeah, do cool stuff with it. There we go. I think that pocket is going to work beautifully. Because now we have our little pocket. And you could tuck the wing right inside of there. And yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so now I just need to, let's finish attaching this here. So that was 2 chains. Let's just snip a clip here. And now I need to attach the wing. And yes, it goes this way. Okay. Do you have a project in mind that you would work on first, or is it still kind of just learning about it and seeing what you can do? Is that a rice cake? Oh, rice cake's getting his munchies. Yeah, you're getting your munchies. Your munchy crunchies. Okay, sure. Okay, so I want this to go pretty much as close to this wing, this pocket here as possible. So we're gonna go right here. Whoops. There we go. Actually, I want to do this going this way so that the seam will be on the inside instead of on the outside. Still learning about it right now. Don't even have the energy to complete your project project. Aw. Life has been relentless. Aw. I'm sorry to hear that. One day at a time. One day at a time. Yeah, and just focus on what you can do. And that is perfectly fine. Okay, we got to go here. We're just going to do a bunch of slip stitches to attach these. I think that'll be easiest. Oh, we have an ad that's about to start here momentarily, so if anyone needs to grab a snack or grab a drink, it would be a good time to do so. Yay, the bird is being assembled. Finally, it's only taken I don't know how many weeks. That's all right though. I mean, like I could have had this bird like assembled like within like that first week. Oh, and there goes the ads. But I just decided to like try to do a fun thing and add little pockets so that we can hide the wings tucked under a little bit and see how that works. So I think it's kind of a cool little concept to try doing some little wing pockets and seeing how that works. Okay, come on, yarn. Come on, yarn, work with me here. Oh dear. There we go. Hello, Water Cameron. How are you doing today? I am doing a good. I am working on a bald eagle and attempting to make little wing pockets that I can fold the wings into. Oh my goodness, why can't I find little things? So that the wings can either be folded under the bird, like they're, you know what, I think that's the extent of where I want to have this. So I could either have the wing out and about like that, or I have this little pocket here that you can... Hi, Rice Cake, what you doing? That you can fold the wing into, hopefully. I know, Rice Cake, what you doing, sweet man? Did you just get your munchy crunchies? Imagine birds with hats. Oh my goodness. So yeah, there's a little pocket so you can kind of tuck the wing under. And it looks a little bit lumpy. A little bit lumpy and bumpy. But it's a pocket. I do in fact have a pocket. And yeah. It could be fun to make hats for little birds. I do have lots. Hi, Rice. What you up to? You come and say hi? You got eye boogies I need to make go away? You don't have that many right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Rice Cake. Oh, are you squitchy? Oh, squitchy, squitchy. Oh, the squitchy man. Oh, the itchy bubas. Oh, the itchy baby. I know. I know. Oh, that feel good. Oh, that feel good. Oh, the baby. I know. Oh my goodness, you're so scritchy. So scritchy. Okay, now I got a bunch of earwax all over me. Oh my goodness, your ears are a mess. Your ears are a mess. I know they are. I know you know they are. I know they are. Everybody knows they are. Oh, the buddy. I know. You don't like it when I use tissues, though. You only want me to use my hand. Oh, that feel good. Oh, that feel good, doesn't it? Oh, I know that did. Oh, the baby. Oh, the baby. Oh, the sweet rice cake. Oh, that feel good. Oh, the scritchies. He just wants all the scritchies right now. Keep finding feathers from your birds. That's why the wonky birds keep finding feathers. A bird who passed. Aw. How are your feathers under my drawers? Oh my gosh, bird feathers go everywhere. What's instead of that? You're all good. You're all good. Oh my goodness. She left in the other end of the house. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's kind of what feathers do. They go floof, they go poof, and they appear in other places. Oh my goodness. All right, I think this will be okay. It's probably not like the greatest of things, but I think we have experimented well enough. Okay, so we just need to snip or clip that. And now we got to make all of these ends disappear because, oh my goodness, there are so many ends. And then I have to figure out how to do this, but mirrored. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. Dustix is my enemy, but other than that, I'm well. Yay. Yeah, I mean, it works, sort of. Let me get all these ends hidden in, and then we can kind of look at what I like and what I don't like. Because it can be a little bit tricky to, where's my needle? Here's my needle. To show what's going on, because the camera does not show 3D very well, especially with dark brown yarn. The shadows don't really do much with dark colored yarn. So we're gonna see how it goes. Once we get all of these ends hidden away. Just gonna hide the ends. Okay, come on, yarn. There we go. Make that one disappear into there. What are is going on, Rice? What's up? What are you doing? He's just making all sorts of grumbling noises. He's just grumbling. Being the elderly man he is and just grumbling his little heart out. He's like, don't make me sound like I'm grumbling. I'm not grumbling, as he grumbles that he's not grumbling. He is a big yapper. He loves to talk. He loves to sing. He needs to make all of his opinions known. And also make his presence known. Okay, so what I do like about this is that it's very much hidden. So like if I have this wing and I kind of wrap it around front, you can barely even see the pocket. Like you could barely see like this little bit here. So I do like that. I very much like that. Then whenever I put the wing, let's actually try to fold the wing a little bit differently here. Maybe if we go something like this. Okay, so if we fold the wing like that and then tuck it in, I almost wonder if I need this seam. I'm going to use my hook so that you guys can see a little bit better because my hands make the camera not like dark colors. So this seam, I almost wonder if it would be better if it went down this way. But if I did that with this particular shape, it would make this pop out more, which would make it less tight to hold the wing in. I just don't like this shape, I think. This shape is a little bit wonky here. And like the only way we would have known that is if we tried it. So yeah, no, that's fine. But it does, right now it is pretty tight. And I do like that, like it, when it, let's see here. So it kind of like pops out kind of nice. Like it definitely pops out. But I think that's okay. Because then you have the wing and it sticks out. And it kind of has like it kind of folds a little bit. So like this is part of the wing. So you kind of have it where it's like the feathers are like folding over top of themselves, which is kind of accurate for whenever bird wings are folded. You kind of have part of the wing over top of the other part of the wing. So then you have the little longer one sticking out the bottom. So I do like that. I just think this shape is what's making it kind of wonky. Which isn't terrible. It's definitely not terrible. I mean, it's definitely better than like if I had only folded this, because it would just look kind of weird if you just have it folded. I mean, you could fold it. I think it looks more intentional if you have it like this. Could control the whole logic, designing, and manufacturing process. Also research the birds. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely working better than what I originally had. If I even remember what I originally had. I don't even remember. Oh, I know what I originally had. It was this one. So this was the first one that I attempted, where I have the pocket. I was thinking I could hide the pocket underneath of the wing. And then you would fold the wing into the pocket, something like that. And then since this would be attached here, this was just like a little thing for folding it differently that didn't really work, so I'll just hide that there. So then it would be attached like that, which also kind of works, but because there wasn't anything that was holding this together, it was like it just sticks out further, and it kind of just yeah, it wasn't really working. So I kind of scrapped that one. Except the only problem is that I got my wings mixed up, and this is actually one of the good wings. So I have to rip out all of this white part here so that I can attach it to the bird, because this was one of the good wings. What's up, Rice Cake? You coming back for seconds? Oh, the sweet man. Oh, the sweet man. Oh, the scritchy scritchies. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I know. Oh, baby. I know. We gotta clean your ears today. Yes, we do. We gotta clean your ears today. You are not going to be happy. But my goodness, we need to clean your ears today. You need a good ear deep cleaning, buddy. I know. Roll last stuff. I can check your how you improve because you have all the birds. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like a lot of the birds. Like here, this is one of the first birds that I made. So you know, going from this little thing to this wonky looking thing. There at least is shape now. This guy is a thing. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely improvement. And I mean, that's kind of the fun thing is like you can always improve. You can always change your design, or your style. Like there's just so many different types of styles in general. So like, there's not really any wrong way to do it. Um, okay, what is going on with my lights? My lights is doing all sorts of things. So yeah, all right. Let's see here. Let's. I think. Let me see here. Where is my bald eagle? I'm pretty sure bald eagles have a white tail. Yes, they do. Good. That is very good. Because the only brown I have left is this. This is the last of my brown yarn. And I still need to make one more pocket for the other side. So, okay, I'm going to take this out because I don't need this anymore. This is the good wing. What's up, Rice Cake? What you doing, sweet man? What's going on? The windows are open if you want to go sit in the windowsill. Yeah, the window's open. You can sit there, buddy. I know, you didn't have a window for the last week. It's quite sad. Quite sad, sweet man. Alright, now we can make all that go away. Go away. Here we go. Alrighty. So now I'll just push that to the side, and now I gotta figure out how to make a mirror of this thing. So we started with 18, ended with 14. I think I just do it backwards. So I start with 14 and end up with 18. I think that's the plan. Okay, I think I want this end. Yes, I want this end. Alrighty. Alrighty, righty-yo. Okay, so we could do 15 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And just go into each of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come on, yarn. 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. There we go. We got 1. I don't need to count these ones, actually. No counting. No counting. Those. Bless you, rice cake. You're getting sneezy now. You're getting sneezy? What's up? Why are you getting sneezy? Okay, so now we need to go up to 15. So I need to do an extra one somewhere. What is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so if it going this way, I need it to be mainly increasing across the bottom here. Okay, I could do that. Okay, so what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and this one should be 15. Alrighty. Alright, and now I need one more 15. Once we finish this one. Okay, and now we need another 15. So we're gonna go one right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, cool. So I have to do this little pocket thing the opposite direction. So when I made the first one, I started with a chain of 18 and then worked my way down to 14 stitches. But because I want to have the smooth side of the little pocket thing as the outside, I can't just make the same thing and put it on the other side of the bird, because then it would end up making the bumpy side be on that side. So the fix to that is to just start on the short side and then work my way up to the big side and hope that that will, because then whenever I put it on, it should have the smooth side on the right side and the bumpy side on the inside, hopefully. But hopefully I'll have the shape right. So I need to go up to, oh, I need to increase actually. I need to go up to 16 this row. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, the other way that I could do it is I could crochet left-handed, and that would flip around the direction that the stuff would go in. So I could do it left-handed. I could do it where I do like the purl version of these stitches. Like if I basically like purling for knitting is that you go in the opposite side. So right now I'm going from the front to the back for my stitches. The purl of that would be going from the back to the front. I don't typically work with purling though and going from the back to the front. I just like to go from the front to the back. It's a lot easier. I could do it front back to front, but it's I don't know. I don't feel like it. Okay, did I do any other increases here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I need to get a 16 somewhere. Purling is like a little knot. When I was taught purling, purling is just going in the opposite direction so that your little turtlenecks and v-necks for your knitting project are going to be on opposite sides. Are you talking purling for crochet? Because it could just be a different term for crochet, and that the purl stitch is like it literally just makes like a little purl. I could also see that. I don't know what stitches are called. I only know them in like reference to other things, and I know what purling is in knitting, so that's my only reference for purling. Alright, so that was 116, so now we gotta do another 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think there's like the popcorn stitch or like the puff stitch. I could see something like that being called like a purl stitch in crochet. I don't know why it's called a purl stitch in knitting, but you know, that's fine. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Semantics of crochet people. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I mean, I guess it would make sense to have the purl stitch be something different in crochet, because like you wouldn't call like a single crochet stitch like comparable to like a knit stitch because it's very different. So purling and knitting would be, I guess, very different than purling in crochet. But for me, purling just means that you go in the opposite direction that you normally do. So if you normally go in through the front to the back, then a purling would be going from the back to the front. Or you could just be doing the thing with the thing to make the thing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just doing a little thing, you know, it's fine. Okay, I need to do another increase. So I need to go up to 17. And we do 2 rows of 17, and I think that should be good then. So it's 2, 3, 4. I feel like sometimes I do that where I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just making loops out of loops. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just grab that one. So that was what? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that was 8. Eh. Come on, yarn. Ha! No! You, yarn! Come back here. I need to go into this loop. Okay, why don't you want me to go into that loop? I want to go into that loop. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. A lot of times you would just figure some stuff out because you had to, and then it's like, oh, there's a word for that. Yeah, that's the majority of what I did. Like, I had no idea that, um, like if you just go into the stitches, like I had no idea that was called like surface crochet. I was just like, I'm just gonna do this thing because it makes sense. I had no idea that was called surface crochet. I didn't even realize that I was doing Tunisian crochet for the wings, and then someone pointed it out, and I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense. I thought I was doing some weird cross between like a double crochet, but like with like 15 million stitches instead of just like 2. That's what I was like, it looks like Tunisian crochet, and I'm like, oh, I guess it kind of is. kind of is. Um, in one sense. But yeah. Okay, that should be 17, hopefully. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Because one of the nicest things with crochet might be that you could just see the progress. Yeah. I mean, it depends on what the project is. Like, if you were crocheting a blanket, you'll see the progress early on a lot easier than you will later on. And I mean, that's the same with any project that you do. If you have a super big project, it's easier to see the progress when it's smaller than when it's bigger. But that's just because, like, in relative, like, we kind of see relatively. Oh, we're about to have another ad here soon. So like if you do one row of 60 stitches, let's say, I think blankets would typically be bigger than that, but let's just pretend you're doing one row of 60 stitches. By the time you get to 2 rows, you've doubled how big your project is. And it's like, but then whenever you do the 3rd row, you've only increased it by half. So then when you do the 4th row, you've increased it by a third. And so like every time you do a row of whatever project it is, you're decreasing how much you've increased your project by, like in terms of ratios. And so like our eyes see that. So it's like whenever you get like a couple rows done like early on, you can still see that progress. But like whenever you get to like row 60 and you've done like 59 other rows, you don't see it as well. Um which is why oftentimes whenever people are starting a new project, you don't necessarily want to do a big project right away because like you'll be like super excited at the beginning, but then it can get kind of not so great later on, and then yeah. But the other thing though is that you won't necessarily always be consistent with big projects either. So like especially if you're just learning, some of your stitches might be super loose and some of them might be super tight. Um, and then you're looking at your blanket and you're like, oh my goodness, there are so many holes when I first started. And it's like, it's okay. It's just a learning process. Like it's not a bad thing. It's just a thing that happens, and that's okay. But yay. All the things. All the things. Okay, let's get that one a little bit lower there. That's what I'm doing. I was like, what is progress even? Stuff like metrics and percentages to make it visible. But the main thing is that you really need to know where you're going and what you want to have. Yeah. Yeah. If you have like a goal in mind, then it's a lot easier to do stuff. And like even to have just like practice projects and not necessarily be like, okay, this is going to be the final thing, but have like a practice project. Um like my grandma was making a scarf the one time and she realized that she made a mistake. So when we got together for like family reunion type of thing, she brought it and she was like, "Here, figure out what I did wrong." And so I was looking at the pattern and I was like, okay, let me go grab one of my skeins of yarn. And I just started practicing the pattern on my own thing so that I could figure out what it was supposed to be because I had no idea what this thing was even supposed to look like. Um, and so then once I figured out what it was supposed to look like, then I was like, oh, this makes sense. This is where uh this is supposed to be. So then I was able to point out where the error was. I think it was like you were supposed to make like 3 or 4 little like shell stitches in it, but somehow she had added an extra one somewhere, and so then it was turning into a triangle instead of a scarf. Um and it's like stuff like that where it's like it's pretty easy to do something like that. Okay, so oh no. Oh, a no. Oh, a no. Um, why is this? Oh no, what did I do? My thing is not shaping the right shape. It's backwards. Why is it backwards? Why is backwards? Can I force it to go the opposite shape? Not really. I can make it go square. I don't want it square though. Crim. Why is it going opposite direction? How? I'm confusion. I'm confusion. I know, Rice Cake. I'm confusion. Um, I know, Rice Cake. But reality contact theory might look good on paper, and then the reality would be like nowhere near it. And then if it's a system, it also has to work reliably. Yeah. Yep. Yeep. Like whatever this thing is. I thought I was making it properly, but apparently I didn't, and now I'm confused. Now I'm confused. Like I did it right in the wrong way. The increases are supposed to be on this side so that when I flip it over, because like right now, like the diamond shape is going in this direction. I need it to be going in this direction. Um, but it's not going to go, this would basically be upside down. This needs to be on this side, and this needs to be on this side. And if I flip it over to make it the right diamond shape, then I have the wrong side on the side. Oh my goodness. Okay. But wait, how did... am confusion. I am confusion. Okay, so on this side, I need this side to be decreasing and this side to be increasing. Okay. We can do this. I think I could do this. We're gonna try this again. If I had enough brown yarn, I would not rip it out. I would just keep it and just have it as a reference for next time. But I don't have enough brown yarn, so we're just gonna make it all go away. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way back down to the chain. Okay, take two. Let's try this again. So on the side that I start my yarn on is decreasing. And the side that is opposite my yarn is going to be increasing. Okay. Yes, it is progress. It's reverse progress, but it is progress because we now know what not to do. It would have been nice if I knew what to do to begin with, but then I wouldn't be learning because I would already know. All right, let's do that. Okay, so I need to get 14. Okay, we're gonna do. Okay, I can't do anything for this row, so we're just going to do 14 normal stitches. It also doesn't help that this particular type of stitch wants to naturally be pulled towards this side, which I don't want it to do. I figured out building a house would take longer and be way more expensive. Yeah. Yeah, no, that would be a problem. I would have it that everybody else puts the first nail in and like gets everything in position, and then I just have to fasten it to where it's at. That way I can't say, or they can't say you did it wrong. I'd be like, you're the one who put it there. I just made sure it was secure. So I could do that. I'm not gonna be the one who's cutting and calculating things. That would end terribly. That's what my brother does. My brother works in construction, so like he knows all of those things. He tells stories all the times of like they had to take apart like the walls or the doors or something because someone didn't put them in wrong. No, it was the windows and the doors. Somehow they messed up the windows and the doors, and so they had to redo all of them, and it was a mess. They basically had to spend an entire extra day working on whatever this project was, because someone made a mistake. And it's like, oh my goodness. I mean, at least they caught it, but it's still like, that's expansive. It's expensive. And it's not, I don't think it would necessarily cost more for whoever is paying for the house to be built. That would basically just come across as like a company expense because it was a company error. Or like whoever, like whatever the, yeah, it would. Not fun. Not fun when you make mistakes, but definitely important learning opportunities. Okay, and I need to do, so I need to have what, 15 of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 3 left, so I need to do an increase by 2. So that's 12. 13, 14. Construction is a constant mess. Lots of people, lots of them don't really care much. A lot of people work on top of what others already did. Yeah, it is a mess. It is definitely a mess. Yup. Yeah, thankfully, I'm pretty sure my brother's in like a good construction company though, because like they actually did take the time to go back and fix the problem. So they didn't just work over it or cover it up. They actually like went back and made it properly. So the company that he's at is at least seems to be more ethical than some of the companies that are out there. Oh my goodness. Okay, good. Good. That should be kind of going in the right direction. Okay. So we're going to skip that one again. And now I need to do 15 again. So 1, 2. I think even when my brother was like in school for construction, he was working on like a group project and he wasn't able to make one of their like times that they were working on their project. But when he came in the next day, he found that they had like put some of the stuff like upside down or like they did it wrong, and so he spent that entire day fixing it because it wasn't right. And I was like, I am so sorry that you had to do that, but welcome to group projects. Like, I'm just thinking of like all those times where it's like I'm looking over like lab reports that I'm doing with lab partners back in college and like thinking about like this wasn't done right, this wasn't done right, that's not done right, and it's like hello people, did were you there for the lecture class? Like um can we function please? I mean, then you also have the people that just don't do anything, but I feel like if you're in a construction class and you weren't doing anything, I don't know how long you would last in construction. I'm sure there are lots of people in construction that do that though, but it's still like, I don't know how long you last. All right, I need another 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Here we go. Stats. It's interesting that a lot of society can faction because someone cares even if they don't get paid more for it. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, like, we're kind of built for that though, because it's like a lot of people will look at preventing harm rather than um holding people accountable or making people, not even holding people accountable, but like they would rather prevent a consequence from happening than to let that consequence hurt more people. So um like just thinking of like back when uh I was working in like a doggy daycare type of place, we had some workers that were not necessarily uh motivated, and so like they would often like just kind of hide out or chill or take breaks often, but we would rather have them there and take out the easier dogs than to overburden a lot of the better employees. So like it's better if they take out like 10 dogs because that's at least 10 dogs less than the other employee who might get like 25 dogs out in the same amount of time. Like it's something like that. Or like even with cleaning kennels, um if they have to re-clean kennels every single day because they didn't clean it properly, it's better to have them re-clean those kennels than um trying to get some of the better staff to do it, because it's like it's there's like what's it called? It's like you have to look at how much you're gaining versus how much you're losing in a situation. And it's like in that type of situation, it was better that we at least had them than if we just fired them on the spot. It would take 10 dogs. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have way too few stitches. Oh my goodness. Where should I be at? 14, 15, 15. I need to be at 16. Yeah, and I mean that's the thing. Like it was an hourly rate. So like whether you took out because we did, I think it was like 15-minute playtimes. So like whether you took out 4 dogs in an hour or 3 dogs in an hour, you still got the same, like $10 an hour. So like it didn't really matter to them. The people that it mattered to are all of like the senior staff that like would be there until close, and they would be rushing around at the end of the day trying to finish off whatever playtime still need to happen while getting other people checked in, while trying to do whatever closing protocols we needed to do. Like it was just like it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. So it's like yeah. It was great. I enjoyed working with the dogs, and but like it's kind of just that type of situation where it's like people are only going to put in what they get out of it. So, yeah. And I mean, that's kind of just like accepting that that is a lot of what people do. And it's like, okay, am I going to be the person that only goes halfway, or am I going to do my best every time, all the time, because I should give my best? And that's what I decided to do. I was like, I'm going to give my best. My best was not always very great, but I did try to do my best. It's like, yeah. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need another 16, I think. Yeah, I think this one needs to be another 16. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? We're in that one. Okay, I need to go into this one. 8. Now you're a professional bird crocheter. I don't know if I'm a professional bird crocheter. I just enjoy making birds. Oh my goodness. I don't even know half the stitches I use. I just use stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What did I say? I need 16? And I have 4, so I need to do 2 more increases somewhere. Okay. Professionalist one, I know. I mean, that's fair. That's very fair. I mean, have you looked for professional bird crocheters? Is this something that you have like looked out there and like seen like who else makes crochet birds? Because I'm sure there's lots of people that make crochet birds. I'm definitely not the first and definitely not the last. And I mean, there's so many different styles for birds too. Like it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. And some people probably make them looking so much nicer than mine. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, good. I do have 16, right? I need 16? 14, 15, 15, 16, 16. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 2, 2. Alrighty. I mean, that's the other thing. I haven't even looked up who else makes crochet birds. I just knew that I enjoyed making crochet birds. I was like, I'm gonna do this. I didn't even bother to look and see who else does stuff. Because I mean, it doesn't even necessarily need to be like competitive. Like we can all make crochet birds, and that is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Okay, so now I need to go up to 17. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's do an increase here. 8, 9. Product grade stuff, they probably sell those. Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I figured. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people crochet stuff to sell it. I think that's what a lot of people do. Or I mean, you kind of have like, especially with like media posts and like stuff that's like going out there. It's either stuff that is designing patterns. So like you'll find ones that are like the sample of some pattern that you could find and buy or whatever. Or you'll find people that are selling them as like a product type of thing. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. Okay, where are we at? I need 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I have 3, so I need to do one more increase somewhere. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just crocheting birds. I don't really... I don't know if I would sell them because that would mean that I would need to make them sellable quality. And I don't think my birds are sellable quality. They just exist. They're fine, but they just exist. Birds are wonky because you're learning. I mean, yeah, it is. Fun yapper. Well, I'm glad that I'm at least entertaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There we go. All right. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of what I do is like kind of figure it out on the fly. I like sort of showing all of the behind the scenes for the the um uh for like the making the things either to sell or to make a pattern because they probably do a lot of testing and like they're constantly just like changing up their pattern, figuring out what works, what doesn't work until they eventually get to what they want, and then uh they'll have their final product as whatever it is. And then you don't get to see all of the mistakes. Mistakes are more than welcome here. Yeah, exactly. Love what you do. All right, I think I need another 17. 14, 16, 16. Wait, 14, 16, 16, 17. 17. Wait. 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17. Yes, I need one more 17. Okay, I can count sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they should be making the same thing over and over. Yeah, especially the people that are making like products to sell. They're making so many of those. I mean, I make 4 birds and then I move on to another one. Like, oh my goodness. And it's like I could go back and I could make more of them. So like if I wanted to like make some for some friends that I know that would really like certain birds, I could absolutely go and make some more of them and make some super nice ones or something. But like I get the general thing and I'm like, "All right, what's next?" It's perfect chocolate chip cookies for like more than a month. It's not easy. Yeah, exactly. You gotta practice it until you get it right. And then once you get it right, then you're like, all right, this is really good. All right, what do I need? I need 17. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I have 3 left, so I need to increase by 2. Enjoy the puzzle of the new bird. Yeah. Beep, beep, beep. And I mean, most of the birds... I mean, I guess it depends on the type of bird, because, like, the mourning dove... I changed the shape of the mourning dove, because the mourning dove shape is very different than other bird shapes. So, like, I changed the shape of the mourning dove, and that was definitely a new learning curve. The easy part of the mourning dove was changing up the colors. Whereas, like, for some of the other birds, the colors were the difficult part, and I could just kind of follow the same shape that I've been doing for them. Cooking might be harder, because every process is a temperature, timer, mess that up and get... Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, yeah, for baking is very complicated. I mean, like, there's so many different things that you can change in baking to end up with something different. And it's like, oh my goodness, that's a lot of things. All right, I think I have the right shape now, which is fantastic. Okay, so yeah, so this should be the small side, and this should be the long side. I don't know how long the long side is, but that's fine. Okay. Let's actually just double check and see if this is right. If this is the right length and width and shape and... Oh yeah, that'll be good. I can make that work. I could definitely make that work. Because this will basically be reverse side right over here. And that should function very well. Alrighty, let's... Actually, I don't even need to cut this. I can just go right into attaching it. Oh, crim. Nope, I do need to cut it. Okay. 1 and 2. Because I am right in the middle of where I need to attach it at. So, yeah, because I need to attach it across the top here and then going down this side, and I ended right here. So it's like I could attach one of those sides, but then I would have to go back in and do stuff anyways. So we're just going to leave that there. And you know what? Let's actually start. Oh, and there goes an ad. Okay. Let's start with this bottom side here. Okay, so I need this to go here. And I think if I do this right, I might not need to cut this. Okay, where does that... That ends up right underneath the eye. Okay. Should be right about here then. I think if I do this right, I should be able to go right into attaching the other wing, and I might not need to cut the yarn for that, which would be great because cutting the yarn uses more yarn. So if I don't need to cut the yarn and save on my little bits of brown that I have left, that would be fantastic. Okay, come on, yarn. Come on, yarn. Was it yarn? Can we get in the loop? There we go. Okay. Is that one? Alrighty. And then this one. Oh, come on, yarn. Oh, and we're back from ads. Yay. Okay. here. Let's go this one. Whoops. I definitely need to stretch this out a little bit because it's not quite as long as it should have been. And I'm not quite sure why, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll get it where it needs to go. Hopefully. Let's go to this stitch. Whoops. This stitch. Maybe? Come on, yarn. Yarn! Work with me! Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, I do need to pull this way though. That one. Okay, let's skip one of those stitches because it's going to get too stretched out if I do too much too fast. Oh, come on, yarn. What are we doing here? There we go. Where does... Oh wait, I need this to go right here. Okay, how is this a doing? I think that's doing okay. Yeah, we should be pretty good. Okay. Okay. Let's go here. Oh, come on, yarn. Where's that one? And then we'll go here. There we go. Then we'll go here. There. There be you. And then let's go this one. Come on, yarn. Okay, I need to go this one. There we go. And now we go here. Oh boy. Yarn? Yarn! No. Come on, yarn. Work with me. I just want that loop. I want that loop. Come on, I want this one. Nope, come on. Yarn. Yarn! Okay, fine. Don't let me have that loop. I'll take this one instead. Thank you kindly. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna take that loop. Ah, oh dear, I grabbed some fuzz. How about we not grab the fuzz? Make the fuzz go back. Okay, we're good. We'll make the fuzz go back. Alright, where is... Okay, this one needs to go here. Okay, stop grabbing the fuzz. I don't want to grab the fuzz. There we go. That's better. Still grabbed a little bit of fuzz, but that's okay. It will be okay. Alright, now I need to go across. This should be fairly easy to go all the way across, I think. Because these ones are actually the regular crochet stitches. Tis it is. Actually, I want to skip a stitch there because I think this is a little bit wide. go here, like that. Okay, and then we'll have one last one right here. That should be good for that. So now I should be able to take my wing and we're going to attach it. Again, we're going to attach it from the inside of it so that it will stay nice and hidden. Hopefully. 'Tis the goal. Wait, is that? That's not all the way at the top there. Let's go into this stitch here. Come on, grab yarn. There we go. And we're just going to do a bunch of slip stitches here as well. Switch. And what yarn, where am I in? I don't know where I'm in right now. That's fine. That one. And we'll go to this one. Come on, yarn. There we go. Okay, and then we'll go to this one. Oh, I grabbed something that's not supposed to be grabbed. There we go. Splitting my yarn a little bit. It's not what I wanted to do. Oh my goodness. I still need to find yellow yarn. I don't know if I actually have any. So we might need to... Oh, we still have the tail to do as well. I'll probably do the tail Tuesday. I think I'll be here on Tuesday. I think I should be. Tuesday is a little bit of a busy day. That's okay. I should be free by the evening. Yeah, I should be free Tuesday. But yeah, I think we're just going to get this wing on, hide our couple of ends, and then probably call it there for the day. So we did a good chunk today. Good chunk today. Okay, why is my yarn? Oh, no! Look! They're falling! Throwing hooks. That's fine. Okay, come on, yarn. Had the idea that your main video could be like a screen and cat cam. Just be on top of it, making little tiny things. Like, at least main one could be a bit bigger. Okay, you think like, let's see here. I could probably, where is it? This one. So like have it go all the way over like that, maybe? I would have to see if I can change the camera's dimensions. Or like the, what is it? The ratio, the aspect ratio, because I don't know. Just like that? Okay. Could definitely do that for now, at least. I do appreciate the feedback. Because yeah, the ratios are all sorts of wonky sometimes. Like the cat cam, I don't know how to change it from being whatever wonky shape that is, the rectangle. I don't know how to change it from that. So at some point I might eventually figure it out, but I just haven't sat down to actually mess with it for a whole lot. Let's see here. Cat cam could be bigger too, you think? Make it a little bit bigger? I could make it a little bit bigger. Let's see here. Let me just finish these couple of stitches here, and we can make the cat cam a little bit bigger. Because, I mean, the cat cam might honestly just take up the rest of the space. let's see here. Where is my cat cam? Is this one it? Yes. Just make that one a little bit bigger. I mean, I could make it... Zoop. Is that too big, you think? I could make it a little bit smaller. At some point, I might want to, like, add little bits of... I'll just leave it there for now. Like, a little slideshow or something of the different birds that I've made, and then they can pop up. I was also thinking that I could even make it where it's like everyone could either use channel points and make one of the little birds fly onto the screen. Yeah, I had two cat cams at one point, because I had one for rice cake and then one for beans and pumpkin. And then I had it where you could use channel points to swap between the two. But rice cake is never in the same spot twice, so I end up getting rid of the one for rice cake and just disabling that. So that's why I had the little label so that people would know which cat cam they were on. But yeah, I haven't switched it yet. I haven't changed anything with the labels. Because I had cat cam 1 was for rice cake, but yeah, he was literally never where I had the camera set up. So I need to figure out what his routine is, where he likes to sit. Usually he's sitting in some dark corner or crevice where it's like there's zero chance of seeing him, or he's somewhere else that's not very visible, or never in the same spot twice. So it was a little bit tricky for him. And then I never ended up changing the stuff for cat cam. Yeah, he's an introvert. He's a very talkative introvert. It's like, he's so funny. He's so funny. I mean, I think, like, eventually, because once Mello, gets acclimated with Beans and Pumpkin, then I'll have 3 cats on the main floor, so, like, I could set up a second cat cam for the main floor and have, just have, like, a second cat cam. So I think Pumpkin kind of has, like, a couple of favorite spots now, because I recently counted all of my cat trees. Apparently I have 12 cat trees in my house right now, and only 2 of them are being used for Mellow and rice cake, so 10 cat trees for Pumpkin and Beans. Some of those cat trees are like the smaller ones that only have like the little cave at the very bottom, and then like a little scratcher, and then like a little seat. Yeah, I have a house. I have a house. It's oh yeah, it's a cat's house. I just live here. I mean, I got the house so that I could have all of my animals. Because yeah, that was like, I knew that renting was not going to be an option with how many animals I had. So I didn't even bother jumping on that train, because that was not going to work well. It's not going to work well, so I didn't even bother. Didn't even bother trying to make it work. But yes, it kind of is the cat's house. It's all of the critters' house. But yeah, 12 cat trees. 10 of those are for Beans and Pumpkin right now. So Pumpkin really likes a couple of the cat trees. He's the most he moves around a good bit between all of the cat trees. Beans has his favorite spot. He really likes this one cat tree that I have the camera on. That's his favorite. And he gets angry whenever Pumpkin tries to steal his spot. Thankfully, Pumpkin doesn't mind, and Pumpkin just goes to find another spot, but it's kind of funny. Kind of funny how they do that sometimes. Okay. Alrighty, so we have the 2 wings. Alright, so we can have the wings out and about, and they can kind of be a little there. What's my cat limit? I mean, I think in the US, you're only allowed to have a maximum of 5 cats and or dogs. Like legally. I think that would be more enforceable with dogs because with dogs you have to get them licensed. For cats, you don't really need to get them licensed. Um, but they're technically anti-cat lady laws, yeah. Technically there is a max legally that you can have, and right now I have 4. Um, it's like I don't necessarily see it as I have a maximum of cats that I would take in. Like if 3 scraggly old cats just wandered onto my porch, I would absolutely take them in and figure out where I would put them. But currently I don't have an optimal quarantine room or like separation room because right now I have Mello who's in a separated room. I have Rice Cake who's in a separated room. And I'm working on getting them acclimated so that they can have access to the rest of the house. But like I can't just go and get another cat or just let one of the stray cats in. There are several stray cats that I would like to be able to get in so that they don't get run over by cars because that happens way too often. Um but it's more of a space issue than I have a maximum on how many cats I would take care of. I would take care of all of them and I would figure out how. Or the other thing though is that I do know a few people that want cats. Like one of my sisters wants to have a cat, but she just can't in her current situation. So at some point, she would like a cat. So like I could kind of just hold on to a cat for her until she were to be in a situation where she could get a cat. And then I have another friend who really wants to have a cat, but she also can't have a cat in her current situation. So it's like the number of cats could fluctuate. I'll be needing a bigger house in the future. I mean, I have my garage and it has like a lower part to it. So like I could turn the bottom part of the garage into like a cat sort of like little space where I could put another cat or 2 and literally just make that for the cats. And they would enjoy that. Like I could put a couple of like little catio things outside of it. Because it has like those couple of windows. So like you could put little cat trees going up to it and then build like a little outdoor thing. Yeah, a little cat bunker. Something like that. But yeah. I mean the other thing though is I thought about turning that part of the garage into an indoor shelter for the chickens or the quails. Um, so I just need to figure out which one I want to do. I think that doing the chickens or the quails would be harder because they won't necessarily go up those 6 feet to get into the window. It would be a lot harder to teach them how to go up 6 feet to get to the window, whereas cats, that would be super easy for cats to figure out how to go up 6 feet to get to a window. So I feel like the space is better for doing it for the cats. Um, but at some point I do want to get a indoor shelter area for the quails and chuckers that is or the quails and chickens that are yeah, so that they're you can probably hear some of the quails. They're literally in the room next door. They just go, whoa! They're crazy little guys. All right, so we have our bird, so we can have the wings out and about. Yeah, that's the quails. That's the quails. They go whoa! They're funny little guys. And then I can also tuck the wings. So if I kind of fold this a little bit, we can fold the wing in and have it tucked under just like that. So now we have one wing tucked, and then we could do the same thing for the other one. We could kind of fold the wing and then tuck it under. Oh, I found another couple of ends that need to get woven in. And then we can have it kind of tucked like that. Let's see here. Can I shoot? Why does he look like a turkey? It looks more turkey-like. Okay, why is this? Can we? Okay, let's make it so that okay, it doesn't like the white of the head. That's what it is. He's quite chunky. Quite chunky. I feel like if I was gonna make a second one and make it less chunky because the wings make him quite excessively chunky. We're just gonna hide his head for now. But that I kind of like that. The beak will fix the turkey looks, you think? Okay. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just the beak. But yeah, I kind of like those little wing pockets because it actually kind of works. It kind of looks like feathers that are like overlapping. Like especially from like the side angle. Like you have like this going in this direction and then these ones going in this direction. Like you have the feathers that look like they're going in different directions. So they look like they're overlapping. And it looks very nice. Also this side, like it's just it looks like it's overlapping, which is kind of nice. All right. Well, I think that is gonna do it for today. Little wonky bird. Yeah, I'm going to I think I go shopping, apparently. I need to get more fluff, more fiber fillings so that I can make another bird at some point because I used the last of my fiber filling for this guy. Yeah, so I'll do that and then I'll have to find the yellow yarn. Oh, let's get this hidden away. Let's make this go away. Just go away. There we go. That's better. All right. Yeah, I'll have to find the yellow yarn to do the beak. And then we'll do the tail. And that will be this guy. This little guy. I think this might be the only one I make for now. This was big project. This is definitely a big project. I also need to see if I have another brown if I were to make another one because I don't know if I could make another one with that. It's gonna be like this big. Just a little itty bitty bald eagle. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. It's wonderful chatting with everyone. And yeah, I'll be back on, I think I'll be back on Tuesday. Let me double check because I don't know what my schedule is anymore. Yes, I will be back on Tuesday, around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, as usual. Yeah. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, enjoy the beginning of the week. It will be okay and we will get through it. All right, have a good one, everyone. Bye.